I think collaboration plays a strong part in helping deliver more consistent outcomes. We want our infrastructure to deliver better services for taxpayers, for consumers, for the citizens of the UK. And actually collaboration plays a strong part in making the outcomes more deliverable, making the consistency of approach better.
It's allowing us to deliver our business plan obligations, which is everything at the end of the day. Where I am now at UK Power Networks, our role in life is to keep the lights on to 8 million customers. And we have to ensure we do that safely. So the way we work has to tick the safety box. It has to support keeping the lights on in terms of network reliability, which means delivering our projects on time to budget. And we want to be sustainably cost efficient, which means we wish to be the lowest cost network operator. So it has to support that ambition, and it has to appease our shareholder requirements as well. So it's an enabler to our corporate vision, and therefore, in my view, it ticks all those boxes.
Anglian Water's overarching approach is collaboration, innovation, transformation. So they're absolutely at the heart of our business, and they define how Anglian Water then works with its partners and its suppliers. So one of the reasons we created Alliance was we wanted the benefits of integration, but we wanted those partner organisations constantly driving us forward and bringing new ideas, new practices. So as people join the Alliance from our partners, then we want them to bring best practice and ideas from those partner organisations.
Innovation comes from thinking differently, thinking in a way of removing waste. And when I say waste, I mean duplication, things that aren't required anymore. It allows people to think outside of the box rather than just keep following the processes that are in place. It allows them to challenge that. And it allows them to work as a single team.
Very much the collaborative approach that we've built, which is very much around the strong administration of the contract, plus the co-location, working closely together. I think that the mix of those two things has enabled us to, well, let me say, we started out, we got approval in July 2013 for a budget and a time for the design stage, and then a view for the overall project. And we went back 3 years later for the next tranche of funding for the construction stage, and we've managed to commit to the same time and the same budget that we did back in July 2013.
We've been able to challenge our alliances to deliver some fairly audacious goals, and in a collaborative arrangement what we get is a constructive and progressive response to that. We don't get a defensive contractual response. So that's a fundamental difference for us.
Talking together, understanding the experience, but also allowing the supplier to challenge the way it's always been done. And I think the industry is ready for it now. They are asking more and more for the suppliers to challenge what has always been done and look at different ways of doing it. They realise they have a shortage of resource and that they have to look how to do things more effectively and more efficiently.
There is at least 20 to 30% waste in the way conventional projects are delivered. And that comes from a multiple of scenarios where there's no shared knowledge between projects or between contractors. There's inherently a lot of man marking. The business cases that I've developed over the past decade or so indicate between 10 to 20% efficiencies over and above conventional approaches.
Our traditional procurement model wasn't agile, wasn't responsive, so it wasn't part of how, as an organisation, we were able to respond to those challenges. Moving to a more aligned, collaborative supply chain has actually made our partners and our supply chain part of how we've responded to those challenges. And it is about just being more agile, more aligned, more collaborative. So I think what we understand and have learned is the relationship between value and behaviour, and that is part of the way we now work.
The industry has been traditionally very confrontational. It's been not particularly diverse. And I think when we start looking at analysing the behaviours of how we want to deliver projects and programmes, those things that are essential to deliver those better outcomes, the industry will be seen as more attractive to people joining it. It will be seen more attractive to investors because they can understand better and that there will be more consistency in the outcomes, more consistency in the way that the projects and programmes are delivered.
Opportunities are that they're going to unleash the full potential of their organisation, the people in their organisation, the people in their supply chain. They're going to get people working on new ideas, innovation. They're going to make the place attractive to young people, the future, people coming into the business who are going to bring more energy and more ideas and think about doing things differently. And all of those things are going to come together and create a much better organisation for the future, where that's going to attract lots of people.